Hello everyone, my name is Forrest and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So, this previous weekend we did recently just host the top 8 tournament for the IERC. This video here is going to be the round 1 video from the tournament. But before we go ahead and jump into the video, I do also want to go ahead and go over a few things as announcements. So right now at the end of the month, or not, well, this month, but near the end of next month in May, we are hosting a Go Switch tournament over at Collectible Exchange's new location, all right, over in Rancho, Cucamonga on, what is that? It is 9155 Archibald Avenue over here in California. So as you can see, I have information on the screen. It's over here on the left-hand side. $25 for entry. What was it? Deck list will be due before round 1. RSVP online by just messaging Collectible Exchange on either Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, that'll be on the 25th of May, and it will be starting at 12 p.m. All right. Also, so season 1 ended for the IERC. All right. Season 2 is starting next week on May the 1st. So on the right side of your screen over here, Season 2 will be started on May the 1st. It is for EDISON format. This is Season 2. So the season will be starting May 1st. It will be ending in July, on July 20, or actually I believe that's a typo. I think I messed up right there. It should be July 31st. I will have to edit that. But we are doing a couple changes here and there. That'll be its own dedicated video, but so far, this is all the information that we have out here. So it will be starting on May 1st. It will be ending at the end of July, and you know, if you are up there in points, you will get entry into the free tournament at the end of the season, which is what this video is about today. And we are having double points events. There are 2 locals at each event for every week. So we have Wednesdays and Saturdays at Collectible Exchange. Wednesdays at 7, Saturdays at 6, and over at Gameology, we're having them Fridays at 7 and Sundays at 2 p.m. All right, so you're able to grab points at both stores. We all add it together throughout the season, and then you know, top 8 gets to go ahead and get entry into that free tournament. And here's also for anyone out there that's playing or, you know, is interested. We also do have 2 double points events happening at both stores. June 8th and July 20th over at Collectible Exchange, and May 19th and July 28th over at Gameology. I do believe that is really all the information that I have so far. Oh, I do believe Magic and Monsters is doing a tournament, a 1K this Sunday. Let me see if I can pull up the information real quick. Before we go ahead and jump into the video. I know he recently just reposted it. There it is. Oh, yeah, so here's the 1K over here in Mission Viejo, California. This Sunday in, let's see, what is that? 23854 via, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, in Mission Viejo. I will be in attendance, as well as one of the people that may or may not have won the top 8 over here in the IERC. All right, so we're going to be going over there and attending and showing some love. So you know, I'm showing some love as well by going ahead and shouting them out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So once again, we are doing these at 2 times speed. This is all round 1. So we do have Harris over here on the right, and we have Carlos over here on the left going at it in round number 1. We do have some FOMO shuffles going on, of course. All right, so it looks like Harris is going to go ahead and win the die roll. We are going to go ahead and activate the reinforcement of the army. We're going to go ahead and search out Stratos. We're going to go ahead and summon out the Stratos. We're then going to go ahead and search for Alias, and then we're going to go ahead and activate Fusion. We're going to go ahead and call the Absolute. We are then going to go ahead and send a Diva, and then we're also going to go ahead and send an Ocean. We're going to go ahead and get a nice little shuffle going. Our opponent's going to go ahead and cut our deck. We're going to go ahead and set 1 back row and pass turn. All right, Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and activate Brain Control over the Stratos. We are then going to Okay, we're gonna go ahead and swing in for 18. We are going to go ahead and tribute summon for the Kais to go ahead and banish the Future Fusion. We will then go ahead and set to back row end phase. We are going to go ahead and activate our other face down, which was a Dust Tornado. Go ahead and hit a back row. We do go ahead and hit a Mirror Force, and then we'll go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Alias. We will then go ahead and activate Bottomless in response. We will go ahead and Gemini Spark to go ahead and pop the Kais. We will draw a card. We will then go ahead and activate Miracle Fusion. We are going to go ahead and banish the Ocean and banish the Diva to go ahead and bring out Absolute Zero. We are then going to go ahead and enter battle, swing in for 25, and then we will... Do we have anything else? We are going to go ahead and set a card. It does look like it was Rancho, and then we're going to go ahead and pass the card for Carlos. Carlos will draw, set a card, set a back row, and then pass it over to Harris. Harris will go ahead and draw. We'll swing in for another 25, and then we will pass it over to Carlos. Carlos will go ahead and draw, set a monster, and pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and summon out a DD Warrior Lady. It will go ahead and eat a Bottomless. We will then go ahead and enter battle, swing into the face down. It is a Pyramid Turtle. Pyramid Turtle will then go ahead and grab ourselves a... It's looking like it's going to be grabbing ourselves a Plague Spreader. Yes, we will go ahead and grab the Plague Spreader zombie. We will then, Harris will go ahead and set a back row and then go ahead and pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and... Oh, we do have Dark Arm in hand. Do we? Oh, can we get to that? Can we? I think we can. Okay, we're going to go ahead and set a monster, and then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Harris. Harris in the end phase is going to go ahead and activate Call of the Haunted to go ahead and summon Stratos. Stratos is going to go ahead and search for a Alias. We are then going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out the Alias. We're going to go ahead and activate Gemini Spark to go ahead and pop the face down. And then we're just going to go ahead and swing in for game. All right, so Harris goes ahead and takes game number 1 over here in round number 1 versus Carlos. And once again, I do want to go ahead and say thank you very much for everyone that has been coming by for all the IERC. I'm very excited for Season 2. Season 2 will be getting its own dedicated video. I know I just did the posts, I believe, this past weekend, with all the information, but yeah, I want to just go ahead and say thank you, everyone. Also, shout outs to everyone that made top 8, showing up, being on time, and we were actually able to go ahead and start on time, even if it was a couple seconds late. But outside of that, it was a whole lot of blasts. It was a really big good man. I can tell that I haven't finished my coffee. But no, thank you again for everyone. Hopefully we'll get some new faces over in the top 8. And maybe in the future, if the scene keeps on growing out here, then we can go ahead and maybe even move it to the top 16, which would actually be pretty wild and pretty cool. But, yeah. Happy to see some new faces potentially in the future. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and skip forward a little bit. Carlos is doing his FOMO shuffle. We're going to go ahead and hop into game number 2 here. All right, Carlos will be going first. We're going to go ahead and summon the Zombie Master. We will go ahead and set 3 back row, and then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and set a back row. Oh, no, never mind. We are actually going to go ahead and summon out the DD Warrior Lady. The DD Warrior Lady will go ahead and eat a Bottomless, and then we're going to go ahead and set 3 back row and then pass it over. We will go ahead and Dust Tornado in the end phase, go ahead and pop in one at Harris's middle back row, which was an Impression. So now we are going to go ahead and summon out the Deep Sea Diva. Diva is going to go ahead and search for Diva. Yes, we're going to go ahead and grab the other Diva. We will put it in defense. We will then... putting the Diva in the spell and trap zone. Okay, no, we're just going to keep it in defense. We're going to go enter battle. We're going to go swing in for 200. We're going to attempt for 18, which will go ahead and eat a D prison. And then we are going to go ahead and possibly just pass turn right here. Yes, we will. Harris will go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and summon on Honest. Honest is going to go ahead and swing over a Diva. We will then go ahead and Honest Effect to go ahead and bounce it to hand. and then that will be it. We'll go ahead and pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and summon up the Spirit Reaper. We're going to go ahead and enter battle. Swing in for 200. Swing in for 300. We will go ahead and activate the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror to go ahead and turn off the Spirit Reaper. We will then go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Honest. We'll go ahead and swing over the other Diva, and then we will then set a back row and just pass the turn. It's a bit of a shame that we do have Breakage Wall in hand, but really doesn't do too much for us, unfortunately. All right, we are going to go ahead and activate the Brain Control. We will go ahead and grab the Honest, and we're going to go ahead and enter battle, swing in for 11. We'll swing in for 300. Do we have... Oh, we're just going to go ahead and pass it. Oh, we're going to go ahead and tribute for Caius. And, yeah, we're going to go ahead and target because we have to, but there is no effect. We are then going to go ahead and summon out the Ocean. Ocean is going to go ahead and swing over the Spirit Reaper to go ahead and deal a nice little 1200 damage. We will then... yeah, we're just going to go ahead and pass turns. We are going to go ahead and now summon out Mizuki. And yeah, I think we're going to be swinging in for game here. Oh, maybe? I can't tell once this life went out. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and take a little bit. Yeah, sorry about the camera quality here. Surprisingly enough, this video was recorded with the camera that is currently recording my face. So yeah, it was the lighting over there was a little weird, so I wasn't really able to like do much, unfortunately, like to kind of solve it. We're gonna go ahead and summon out the Goblin Zombie. We're gonna go ahead and swing in for 11, and we're gonna go ahead and swing in for 17. Yeah, I can't really tell what life points are at. We're gonna go ahead and set it back and then pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is gonna go ahead and draw. We are gonna go ahead and activate Mirror Force. We are gonna go ahead and activate Oppression to stop the Starlight Road, and then we're going to go ahead and set a back row and then pass it over to Harris, I believe here. Yes, Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're then going to go ahead and activate E-Call. E-Call is going to go ahead and grab Stratos. Stratos is going to go ahead and... yeah. Do we have a response to the Stratos? We are going to solemn the Stratos. Whew. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean... we just don't want him to have that body. We're going to go ahead and tribute summon for Caius, and then we're just going to go ahead and swing in for game. I almost sound like someone drops something outside my door. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get through the sighting. Again, I do apologize for like the camera here. I tried a bunch. Like I tried putting filters, and I tried doing a lot of stuff, but for whatever reason, like I had to set it just everything to auto. And this was like honestly like the best I could get. So if anything, we're just gonna be setting up a webcam because just a regular webcam is better than my expensive Sony A1500 or 5100. Made no sense to me. And honestly, I probably just need to do something better with the lighting. All right, so Harris will be going first here. We are going to go ahead and activate the Eco. Eco is going to go ahead and grab the Stratos. Stratos is going to go ahead and grab the Alias. We are then going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and set one back row and then pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. If I remember correctly, this game actually gets very wild and pretty crazy. We're going to go ahead and summon out the Goblin Zombie, set for back row, and then pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. we are then going to enter battle, swing in, and it will go ahead and eat a deep prison. You know, that's fine. It's whatever. We are then going to go ahead and summon out the alias. We're going to go ahead and activate bottoms to clear the alias. We do not have the spark, unfortunately, so go ahead and save ourselves from it being banished. We are then going to go ahead and set a background and then pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out the Diva. Diva is going to go ahead and search. We are then going to go ahead and grab ourselves another Diva. We will go ahead and activate Torrential in response. Torrential will go ahead and eat a Solemn. We are then going to go ahead and synchro with the Diva and the Goblin Zombie. We are then going to go ahead and make ourselves a Gaia. We are then going to go ahead and search for... Do we have Mizuki? Do we grab Mizuki here? If we don't already have it in hand, we're going to grab another Goblin Zombie. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and grab the Mizuki. We are then going to do, are we entering battle right? Okay, we are going to go ahead and synchro. We'll go ahead and make an 8. We're going to go ahead and make Thought Ruler. We're going to go ahead and enter battle, swing in. We will go into a Mirror Force. We are going to go ahead and activate the, what was it? My Body is a Shield to go ahead and protect ourselves from the Mirror Force. And yeah, that's pretty good. Thought Ruler goes ahead and sticks onto the board. So now we're going to go ahead and summon out the alias. We will then go ahead and set 2 background, then pass it over to Carlos. Carlos will go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and set a background and then pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and set a monster, set a background, and then pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and set a monster, pass it over to Harris. Harris will go ahead and draw for turn. We will then... Right? I think he passed it over, right? Or has he not passed it over yet? It's still cards. Yeah. Okay, we'll set a monster, then pass it over to Harris. Harris will go ahead and draw for turn. We will now go ahead and set a back row and then pass. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then... So yeah, as you can see, as I said earlier, the game state gets a little weird. And it's all going to come down to like who's got the most responses. All right, so Harris will go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and set a back row. So we do have 5 back row set with a monster face up and a monster set. We'll pass it over to Carlos. Carlos is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and... Are we going to set that card? Is the question. No, we're not. We're going to go ahead and pass it over. So we have 3 set monsters and a Thought Ruler and 2 back row. We are going to go ahead and enter battle. We're going to swing in with the alias over the Thought Ruler. We will go ahead and damage count, go ahead and drop Honest. We will then go ahead and pass it over to Carlos. Carlos will go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and... I don't think the Book of Life gets us anywhere, does it? Oh, it doesn't. So we'll go ahead and pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will now pass it over to Carlos. Carlos will go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and set a back row and then pass it over to Harris. Harris is going to go ahead and draw for turn. Do nothing. Pass it over to Carlos. Carlos will draw for turn. We will then go ahead and... Are we summoning out the Gale? I remember the Gale gets summoned, but I don't remember at what point. Is it here? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and activate Heavy Storm here. Do we have response? We do. We do have the solemn. I mean, you gotta. I mean, I don't know if you kind of have to, but I mean, you never know. So I guess it doesn't hurt. Yeah, we'll go ahead and at least get the solemn out. So Harris does have still 4 back row back there, all potentially live. We're doing a massive thing right here. Also, I do believe this is like getting close to time. If I'm correct, I think they were playing like, I think at this point they were maybe coming to like the 3-minute mark, I want to say, with like time remaining on the rounds. Okay, so this is the same turn where the Gale gets started. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and summon out the Gale. Gale effect to go ahead and have. We will go ahead and chain the Shadow of Imprisoning in response. We will then. Okay, so we're gonna activate the Twister. Let's go ahead and destroy the Shadow Imprisoning. We're gonna go ahead and activate Bookman. I don't know if that was in response to. I don't think it was. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and summon. We'll go ahead and sync with the Goblin Zombie. We are gonna go ahead and make a 7 here, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and make armor, full armor master. We are gonna go ahead and search. We'll go ahead and grab a plague spreader. And we're gonna enter battle, and then we'll go ahead and walk into a D prison. Harris is gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We're gonna go ahead and activate Future Fusion. Future Fusion is gonna go ahead and reveal Absolute. We will then go ahead and send Diva. And we're gonna go ahead and send Tsuno Ocean. Oh no, we're gonna send Alias. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and send Diva, Alias. We're then gonna go ahead and set 2 back row. And then we're gonna go ahead and pass the turn. Carlos is gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We are then gonna go ahead and flip up the Mizuki, summon out the Plague. We're gonna go ahead and activate Gemini Spark to go ahead and pop Plague. We're gonna go ahead and activate Plague Effect to go ahead and bring back the Plague, and then that's gonna go ahead and eat a Gemini Spark. Oh my goodness, if I'm correct, I think Carlos is at 200 life points. Everything to just deal with the Plague right there. That is just unfortunate, just so unfortunate. All right, so we're gonna normal summon the we're gonna normal summon a Pyramid Turtle. We're gonna go ahead and swing in, try and get some damage in. We do have to call the Hunt to go grab the Alias. We will go ahead and pass it over to Harris. Harris is gonna go ahead and just go straight to battle, swing in. We will walk into a Mirror Force, and then Carlos is gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We are gonna go ahead and enter battle, swing, and yeah, that's just gonna be lethal damage. He has to start swinging in right there, so that is just a little unfortunate. So now we're gonna go ahead and head into one of our other round 1 games with Marco versus Jose. All right, so like I said, I hate the other one was like the quality that it was. So this one was a phone, and so we have one more phone. This is like, what was it? This was my S23 Ultra, and the other one's with my S21, and the other one's with a webcam. You guys can go ahead and decide which ones. All right, so Marco will go first. He will go ahead and T-set and pass. Jose's going to go ahead and activate Foolish, and then the Foolish for the Wolf. The Wolf will go ahead and eat a bottomless. We're going to go ahead and summon the Jane. Jane's going to go ahead and swing over. We're going to go into Goblin Zombie. And Goblin Zombie's going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Zombie Master. We will go ahead and set a back row. End phase will miss 2. And not the best. We are going to go ahead and summon the Goblin Zombie. Goblin Zombie's going to go ahead and activate effect. Go ahead and grab the Place Splitter that we are pitching from hand. We are then going to go ahead and sync for a 6. We will go ahead and make... I think we make Goyo here, do we? No, we are going to go ahead and make Bionic. We're going to go Bionic effect, I'd assume. Yeah, Brown effect, pitch the Mizuki. We're going to go ahead and target the monster. We will then go... There we go, Mizuki effect here. Yeah, we are going to go Mizuki effect to go ahead and grab back that Goblin Zombie. We're going to go ahead and stack for Plague. We're going to go ahead and Synchro to go ahead and grab ourselves a Goyo here, I'd assume. Yes, we will. We're going to go ahead and Goblin Zombie effect to go ahead and search. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves a Spirit Reaper, I assume? Yes, we are going to go ahead and grab the Spirit Reaper. Effect to go ahead and bounce the other back row. Which is fine. Alright, we're going to go enter battle. We'll go swing for 23. Swing in for 28. Send to background, pass it over to Jose. Jose is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and set a card, set a back row, and then pass it over. So we will. We are going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and bounce the monster. Swing in. It will be threatening roared. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to draw into nothing. And then we're going to go ahead and pass. And we're going to go ahead and concede. RIPs to Jose right there. RIPs. All right, let's go ahead and get through the sighting. We got a FOMO shuffle going on. All right, so Jose will be going first this one. So thankfully, we're going to go ahead and hope and see if he can go ahead and draw his way out of this one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set a monster, send to back row, and then pass it over to Marco. Marco is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and summon out the Mizuki. We will then set 3 back row and then pass the turn. During the end phase, we will go ahead and activate Decree, and then we're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and flip summon the Rancho, and then we're going to go ahead and target one of the back row. We will go ahead and activate Light Imprisoning. We'll go ahead and chain MST to go ahead and destroy the Decree. And then Rancho will not resolve. We'll go ahead and set a monster, set a back row, and then pass it over to Marco. Marco is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to summon out the Zombie Master. We are going to go ahead and enter battle. We are going to go ahead and swing. We'll go into a Mirror Force. We do have the Starlight Road for that. We will then go ahead and enter battle, swing. Unfortunately, because the attack was declared already, the threatening roar is going to resolve, or we're going to be able to resolve it like on the other attack. So we do still get to keep our other monster. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle. We're going to go ahead and flip Dinah. We're going to go ahead and Stardust to go ahead and pop that. We will go ahead and T-set and pass it over to Marco. Marco is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to enter battle and swing. It will go ahead and chain a back row MST to go ahead and pump Light Imprisoning, and then we're going to go ahead and Rancho to go ahead and pump the Mizuki. We will then go ahead and pass it over to Jose. Jose is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out Jane. Jane's going to go ahead and swing over for 300. And then end phase will go ahead and mill 2. We're going to go ahead and pass it over to Marco. Marco will go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out the Gale. We're going to go Mizuki effect to go ahead and bring out the Goblin Zombie, or Zombie Master. And then we're going to go ahead and Synchro to go ahead and make Armor Master. And then we're going to swing over the Jane. We'll go ahead and set it back and then pass it over to Jose. Jose is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to... I don't think we have a play out of this, if I'm correct. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and Monster Reincarnation. We are going to go ahead and grab ourselves Consecrated Light. We'll go ahead and summon out the Consecrated, and then we'll pass it on over. We are going to go ahead and draw for turn. I don't think we have the out here, if I'm correct. All right, so we're going to go ahead and activate a lure. I think we do draw into the out here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and banish Gores. We are then gonna go ahead and set a monster and pass over to Jose. Jose's gonna go ahead and draw. We're gonna go ahead and summon out Aaron. We're gonna swing in on the face down, which was a common zombie. We'll go ahead and spin that back into the deck, and then we'll go in phase mill 3. Not the worst of mills. And then yeah, we do go ahead and draw into the Pyramid Turtle, which isn't out. So we will go ahead and Necro Guard into the attack. We will then go ahead and draw into a Gold Sark. We will go ahead and go for the charge. We will, I assume we just go, we have to like swing into the Pyramid Turtle here, right? Yeah, I believe we have to just swing into the Pyramid Turtle. Yeah, we're just swing in. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the other Pyramid Turtle here. Yes, we will. And then end phase, we're gonna go ahead and mill. We do mill the wolf, so that's not like too bad, thankfully. We are then gonna go ahead and activate the Book of Life here. Yes, we will. We're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves our turtle. We're gonna go ahead and enter battle, swing over the Consecrated. We're gonna go enter battle, swing over the Aaron. And then main phase 2, we'll go ahead and set it back out and then pass it over to Jose. Jose's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to yeah, we are just going to go ahead and concede right there, and Marker goes ahead and takes game number 1, RIP Jose. So now we're going to go ahead and hop into another one. We're going to go ahead and hop into Sean versus Jabron. All right, so this is the webcam that I was using. It does look quite a bit better, thankfully. But yeah, I definitely need to like work on the cameras just like a little bit more. Either that or just gonna buy a couple more phones, since apparently they have the best camera quality I can quite possibly ever ask for. All right, so Sean will go ahead and draw for, or we'll go ahead and go first. We're gonna go ahead and Whirlwind Shura, and then we're gonna go ahead and pass it over Jabron. I believe Jabron just goes 2-set pass. We will then go ahead and summon out another Shura. Go ahead and grab Bora. We're going to go ahead and special out the Bora. We will then go ahead and set a back row and then pass it over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. And that's going to be it for game number 1. A very quick game 1. Let's go ahead and get through the sighting. All right, Jabron will be going first. We're going to go ahead and mill. Oh my goodness. What are those mills? Double recharge and the decree. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Consecrated. We are going to go ahead and pass turn. Sean's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and summon out the Dynast, swing over the Consecrated, and then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and activate our 3rd recharge. We'll go ahead and draw to mill 2. Not the worst, but not the best. We will then go ahead and set a monster, set a back row, and then pass the turn. Sean's going to go ahead and activate Whirlwind and then summon Shura. We are going to go ahead and activate Twister on the summon. So that way we do not get the search. We're going to go ahead and enter battle. Dinah into the face down. It will be a hamster. And then we're not going to be able to clear that. We are then going to go ahead and set it back around and pass it over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and normal summon the Card Trooper. Card Trooper will go ahead and mill 3. He doesn't mill the Guard Nut, which is pretty huge. We will then, I assume, just go enter balance, swing over the Dyna. Yes, we will. Yes. Dyna is cleared. And then we're going to go ahead and special summon out the Christia, grabbing the Consecrated Light. Or grabbing the Consecrated Light. We will then go ahead and pass it over to Sean. Sean's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and enter battle, swing over the Card Trooper, and we're going to go ahead and draw a card. Sean will go ahead and not get a special summon. That's right, because Christy is on the board. We will go ahead and set a monster and then pass it over to Jabron. Jabron is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to enter battle, swing. We will go ahead and walk into a D prison. We will then go ahead and summon out the Consecrated Light and then pass the turn. Sean will go ahead and draw for turn. We'll set a monster and then pass it over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and switch Consecrated to defense. We will then activate, send a card, activate card destructions. We'll go ahead and draw ourselves another 4. We are going to go ahead and sub out the Jane. Jane, we're going to go ahead and enter battle, swing over the Shura, and then end phase will mill 2. Sean's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to set another monster, and we're going to go ahead and set a back row and pass the turn. We will go ahead and MST the back row in the end phase. It was a bottomless. We are going to go ahead and summon out Honest. We're going to go ahead and enter battle. Honest, we go ahead and swing into a Sure face down. Hamster is going to go ahead and swing into a Blizzard face down. And then Jane's going to go ahead and swing into a Vayu face down. We're going to go ahead and switch the Sure to attack, set a monster, and then pass over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Honest again. Jane's going to go ahead and attempt to swing over the Shura. We will have the clue, but we do have the Honest in response. We will then go ahead and swing over the face down Gale. And then we're going to go ahead and connect with 11. We're going to go ahead and pass it over to Sean. Sean's going to go ahead and set a monster and pass it back over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out a hamster. We're going to go ahead and swing over and swing in for another 22. And by summoning another hamster, we'll go swing into the face down. Which was a Snowman Eater, but we do have enough damage on board for lethal. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and heading into that all-important game number 3. Sean will go ahead and go first. He's going to go ahead and summon the Shura. And then we're going to go ahead and set it back row and then pass it over to Jabron. Jabron's going to go ahead and activate Recharge, pitching the Lumina. Milling 2, draw 2. And then we're going to go ahead and draw into an MST. We're going to go ahead and MST, hit the back row. We're going to go ahead and summon out a Lila. We're going to go ahead and set a back row and then pass the turn. We are going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and enter battle Shura into the Lila. We're going to go ahead and activate Beckoning. We are going to go ahead and pitch 3. We're going to go ahead and grab back an Honest. And, what is that? I think 2 JDs? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and Honest in the damage step. Or damage count, my bad. And we're going to go ahead and clear out the Shura. Sean is going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and normal summon out the Sirocco and then pass the turn over to Jabron. Oh, Jabron's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Consecrated. We'll go end phase. We'll go ahead and mill. We're going to go ahead and summon out the Dyna. Then it's going to go ahead and clear over the Consecrated. And Sirocco's going to go ahead and swing over the Lila. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and summon out Lila. We're going to go Lila effect here. Or no, we're just going to go enter battle and swing. And then we're going to go Lila effect. Go ahead and pop the back row. The back row was a Solemn Judgment. We are going to go ahead and summon out the Christia. That was a misplay on Sean. He even said it like afterwards. He was like, I should have summoned that. So like Sean was like, what was it? He summoned the Lila, then he was like, okay. So, and then yeah, he should have summoned Lila, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so we are going to go ahead and summon out a Vayu. We are going to go ahead and swing with Vayu. We'll eat a Necrogarnet, and then we're going to go ahead and swing in for 2k. But instead, we're going to go ahead and clear out the Lila. All right, we're going to go ahead and special summon out the JD. We'll pay 1,000 to go ahead and blow up the board. We're going to go ahead and activate charge, milling, not the best. But we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Lila. Alright, we're going to summon the Lila, swing in for 17, swing in for 3,000, and then pass it over to Sean. Sean's going to go ahead and summon out the Sirocco. Sirocco's going to go ahead and grab ourselves a... Or summon out the Sirocco. We're going to go value effect to go ahead and bring out the Armor Master or Armed Wing. We're going to go Armed Wing into the JD. We do have the clue to clear it, and Sirocco will go ahead and swing over the Lila, and that will be it. Sean will go ahead and take round number 1. All right, so heading into the last one. Here we go. We do have Patrick versus Nima. All right, so it looks like... All right, it looks like Nima does win the die roll. So Nima will go ahead and go first. We're going to go ahead and activate charge. We'll go ahead and mill 3. All monsters, and we go to Fortress in the Graveyard. Really, really good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and search for a Rancho. We're going to go ahead and set an inconspicuous card and then pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and summon out the alias, on the alias, the Stratos. We're going to go ahead and search for Ocean. We are then going to go ahead and enter battle, swing. We are going to go ahead and mill. We do mill a Dandy, which is pretty good. We'll set a back row and then pass it over to Nemo. Nemo's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to summon out the Lila. We'll go ahead and enter battle. We're going to go ahead and break the Lila, and then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to send a monster set back and pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and pitch the force to bring back the fortress. We will then enter battle, swing, dupe frog effect. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a swamp frog. And then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. We are going to go ahead and draw for a turn. We're going to go ahead and set up the swamp. Swamp's going to go ahead and dump ourselves a Treeborn. We're going to go ahead and clear a token. We're going to return the hand, and then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn over to Nima. Nima will go ahead and draw for a turn. We are then going to go ahead and enter battle, swing in. And we'll go ahead and eat a Phoenix Wing, which is pretty good. And we're going to pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw. We're going to go ahead and bring back the Treeborn. We're then going to go ahead and summon the Substitute that's in hand, I believe. Yes, we will. And now we're just going to go ahead and get ourselves onto the dupe lock. We're just going to go ahead and go through the little froggy combo. Oh, that's right. We were only running the two, the other one in the graveyard. Right. And then we're just going to go enter battle, swing over the last token. We're going to go ahead and draw into a card that could be anything. But we're then going to Oh, we're just gonna go ahead and pass turn. We'll set it back. Well, we'll set it back around and pass turn. We're gonna go standby and bring back the Treeborn. We're gonna go Rhoda. Rhoda's gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a junk. We're then gonna go ahead and tribute summon for the Caius. Caius in the back row. We are gonna go ahead and set with the Caius. Caius gonna go ahead and go and target the back row, which was a torrential. We're going to go ahead and activate Miracle Fusion. We're going to go ahead and bring ourselves out a Absolute. We are then going to go ahead and enter battle, swinging for 25. We will go ahead and drop Trag on that. Okay. 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 Alright, so Nemo will go ahead and draw for turn. We do have a Fortress line now, if we really wanted to. Sorry, I'm going to check my phone real quick. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch the trigger to attack. We'll go ahead and swing over the Absolute. And then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw Standby Treeborn, main Upstart. You're going to go ahead and summon... Honestly, I can't tell what that is. The glare is just a little much. All right, we're gonna go ahead and summon out the fortress by pitching a fortress. All right, so we are played into a one back row. All right, so we go enter battle. Okay, so it's alias. Okay, so we go enter battle. We go to the alias, and then we'll go ahead and pass a turn. We're gonna go ahead and draw for turn. Patrick will then activate another Miracle Fusion. Alright. We're going to go ahead and tribute summon for Caius. Go ahead and banish. And then we're going to go ahead and activate Dust Shoot. Just to make sure our opponent doesn't have anything crazy in his hand. And yeah, Patrick will go ahead and take game number 1 versus Nima. And Patrick was very antsy going into the event. He was very scared. He's like, Nima just beats me. I just suck at playing against Nima. Nima just has that like mental edge. But as we can see, it's all in Patrick's head. Patrick beats himself more often than not. And right there proved it. He did fine. He did fine. I didn't really see too many misplays. For the most part. No more so than I normally see. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get through the sighting. We're going to go ahead and try and get into game number 2. Alright, so Nemo will be going first. And Nemo will go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and set a bolter and pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then go ahead and summon out some stones. Some stones going to go ahead and grab ourselves. Hey, what? We're then going to go ahead and pitch a Treeborn. And then we're going to go ahead and enter battle here, I assume. Yeah, we will. We're going to go ahead and swing in. It is a Rancho. Rancho's going to go ahead and mill a Dandy. Wow. That's twice now that's happened. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to... Alright, yeah, we're going to summon out the Gear Frame. Gear Frame's going to go ahead and grab ourselves the Fortress. Are we going to do anything else here? Okay, so we are going to go ahead and special out the Quick Draw. Quick Draw is going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Drill. Then we're going to go... Are we going to turn battle here? Yeah, we're going to enter battle. We're going to swing for 18. And it looks like we're not going to swing in for the 24. But we are going to go effect to go ahead and banish. We'll go ahead and get the Drill Warrior in rotation. Alright, standby. We're going to go Treeborn. And we're going to go ahead and DD crow that in the standby phase. We're going to go ahead and activate eCall. eCall is going to go ahead and grab ourselves a alias. We're going to go ahead and summon out the alias. And I assume we're just going to go ahead and swing. Yeah, we're going to swing over the gear frame. I don't know if swinging over the gear frame is probably the play right there, in all honesty. Alright, so just standby phase, we're going to go ahead and grab Drill. Drill's going to go ahead and grab the gear frame. Yeah, that's the one where I'm just like, I don't know about that one. Because, like, he wants that in the graveyard to just go ahead and kind of just recycle it. So, kind of sucked right there, but, you know, and unfortunately, it kind of just is what it is. So we're going to go effect to banish, but we will still need to discard because it needs to resolve as much as possible. But it will go ahead and get Icky Breaked. We're then going to go ahead and pitch the force to go ahead and bring back the fortress. We'll go enter battle here, I'd assume. Okay, before we enter battle, we're going to go ahead and Threatening Roar. We'll then go ahead and set it back around and then pass over to Patrick. Patrick can go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go enter battle, clear over the token. We'll set it back around, set a monster, and then pass it back over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. I assume we summon the card trooper here? Maybe? No, never mind. We're just going to go enter battle, swing over the alias. I'll go ahead and deal a nice little 600 points of damage. And then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to go ahead and MST the back row, which was a torrential. We are going to go ahead and summon out the substitute. We're going to go ahead and tribute out a dupe. We're going to go ahead and bring back the swamp. Swamp's going to go ahead and send a substitute. We're going to go ahead and tribute the swamp for another swamp. Go ahead and send the substitute, I believe. Or we're going to go ahead and send the Treeborn. We're going to go ahead and then tribute summon for the dupe. Okay, so we have the soft lock going right here. Pretty good. And then we're going to go ahead and pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. I assume we are just going to go ahead and avarice right here. Yes, we will. We're going to go ahead and spin back the... Okay, so we are spinning back, what is that? Quick draw, a force, a crow, and the gear frame, I think it was. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and draw to, let's see, we did draw on a dust shoot, and let's see what the other spell was. Was it Soul Release? I honestly can't tell. Oh no, it's Book of Moon. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and summon out the gear frame. Gear frame's going to go ahead and grab ourselves a force? No, we're going to grab Fortress. Oh no, it looks like he's going to grab a force. Okay, yeah, so we are going to go ahead and grab the force. We will... Star Wars reference. Woo! We're going to go ahead and Book of Moon, and then we're going to go ahead and enter battle swing. We'll go ahead and deal... What is that? 17. Then we're going to go ahead and swing. And then... dupe effects. I don't think he activated it. I'm not too certain. Alright, standby. We're going to go ahead and grab back our Treeborn. We're going to go ahead and activate Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion, we're going to go ahead and bring out Absolute. We're going to go enter battle here, I'd assume. We're going to swing over the gear frame. Okay. And we're going to send it back row and then pass over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. Mm-hmm. Alright, Alright, so we're gonna go enter battle, swing in on the absolute. Absolute effect is gonna go ahead and Alright, so we're gonna do an activate compulse on that to go ahead and bounce it to hand. Nemo is then gonna go ahead and say back row. And then pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We're gonna go ahead and call Mind Crush. Go ahead and target this. Call Swamp. We're gonna go enter battle, swinging for 3k, and then pass it over to Nima. Nima's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. Are we gonna pitch force here? Alright, yeah, we're gonna summon out Dandy. Dandy's gonna go ahead and swing over the Treeborn. We are going to go ahead and crash. Then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves 2 tokens and then pass it over to Patrick. Patrick is going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to pass it over to Nemo. Nemo's just going to go ahead and draw for turn. We will then... Man, at 2 times speed, this is still so slow. Oh my goodness. I wish this thing would go up to like 4 times speed sometimes. Because I want to skip forward, but I know I'm going to miss something. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to... summon out Debris. Debris is going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Dandy. We are going to go ahead and Synchro Summon for the Stardust. We'll go ahead and grab 2 more tokens. We are then going to go ahead and pass the turn over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go Standby. We're going to go grab the Treeborn. We are going to go ahead and Dust Shoot. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the Kai's that I had, I'd assume here. Because I can't see what the other one is. So we have D-Prison, Gorse, Caius. Oh, and Karmika. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spin back Caius. We're going to go ahead and set it back out. Could be D-Prison, could be Karmika, and pass the turn. We're going to go ahead and tribute summon for the Caius, going ahead and banishing the Treeborn. We are then going to enter battle, swing. We are going to go ahead and deprison that. Then we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. Alright, Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to set it back around and then pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to... enter battle, swing into another deep prison, unfortunately, and then Patrick's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. Just constantly drawing all these traps. It feels so bad. Alright, Nima's gonna go ahead and send a monster and pass it back over to Patrick. Patrick's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We are then going to pass it over to Nima. Nima's gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We're gonna go ahead and special summon the fortress by pitching a fortress. We're going to go enter battle, swing in for 25. We are going to go ahead and drop the Gorse here. We're going to go ahead and grab the token. We're going to go ahead and pass over to Nima. Nima's going to go, or Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. Oh man, we're going to summon out the Stratos. Stratos, go ahead and search for Ocean. I'm gonna go token with Stratos. I feel like you Yeah, you should attack with the token first there, Patrick. That way you could have gotten another attack. But, oh well, I guess. And then we'll send it back row and then pass it over to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and flip summon the Rancho to go ahead and target the back row. Which is a carbo cut. We are going to go ahead and mill. We do mill Plague Spreader right there. Pretty good. We're going to go ahead and summon the Gear Frame. Gear Frame's going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Force. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Force to go ahead and grab ourselves a Fortress. We are going to go ahead and break control. And that will be it for game number 2. Alright, so let's try and get through this last game as quickly as possible. Alright, so Patrick will go first. We're going to go ahead and get the Treeborn Graveyard. We're going to set it back around and pass it to Nima. Nima's going to go ahead and send the Card Trooper. Card Trooper's going to go ahead and mill 3. We're going to go ahead and enter battle, swing in for 19. We are going to go ahead and compulse the monster. And then Nima is going to go ahead and summon a Fortress. And we're going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Or no, we're going to set it back row. And then pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. We are going to go stand by. We are going to go ahead and bring back the Treeborn. And in that, we are going to go ahead and dust shoot. All right, so we got. Oh man. All right, so we're going to go ahead and spin back the malicious. That's how I know this video's been going on. The music stops. Oh man, but 2 mashes go at a time. That is just absolutely insane. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and special summon out the swamp. We're gonna go ahead and pitch a dupe. We're gonna go ahead and send a substitute. We are then gonna go ahead and summon out the junk here. I'd assume yes, we will. We are gonna go ahead and target the substitute. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and Deity Crow it. Let's see, we're then going to go ahead and get Synchro Summon. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a Catastor. Catastor's going to go ahead and swing in. We're going to go ahead and draw for turn. We're going to go ahead and Fortress, pitch. We're going to go ahead and pitch the Force to grab the Fortress. We're going to Tribute Summon for the Kai's. Kai's are going to go ahead and banish. We're going to go ahead and enter battle, swing over the Treeborn. We're going to set a monster, or set it back row, and then pass it over to Patrick. Patrick's going to go ahead and draw for turn. He's going to set it back row, and we are going to go ahead and reach time. All right, Nima goes in and takes that one. Whew. This did not need to be an hour-long video. But, okay. Thank you all very much for watching. That was round 1 of top 8. So, I'm going to try and get through the winner's side, winner's side of bracket, and all the way up until the finals. And then we're going to go ahead and get through the loser's bracket, because this is a double elimination tournament. So thank you all very much for watching. Do not forget, we do have the event at the end of the month on the 25th of May. We also have the IARC Season 2 starting this upcoming Wednesday at Collectible Exchange's new location over on May the 1st. And then this weekend on the 28th, I believe. Yeah, the 28th at Magic and Monsters, they are doing the EDISON 1K. So that is it for me. Have a good one, everyone, and see y'all in the next one.